Hey everyone, how's it going? So I figured for this video, I'd show you the books I have in my small comic book collection. I don't have many comic books. I'm not real big into comic books like I used to be. So these books that I have now, they're not many, but they're ones that I do enjoy reading. So without further ado, let's take a look, shall we? Alright, so the first couple ones here, and I'll say this now, I'm a huge fan of Carnage. Carnage is my favorite comic book villain of all time, so most of my books have something to do with Carnage. So these two here, there was a 3-part series where Carnage first made his debut. This is part 2 and part 3. I have part 1 framed and on the wall, and I'll show that to you after we're done going through this box. But yeah, here's the first 3 in the collection. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of Carnage, so most of my books will have Carnage in them. Alright, here's the next ones in the group. This is Webble Spiderman number 1. More Carnage. Spider-Man and Batman, they team up to face Joker and Carnage. And down here we have 3 out of the 4 series from Web of Carnage. I have the one of the books hanging on the wall again, and I'll show you that afterwards. And there's Bella. Come on, no, come on, you gotta move. Yeah, Bella wants so bad to be on film. Alright, on to the next group. Alright, here's our next group here. I want to say this right here was the first appearance of that Scarlet Spider costume. That was always my favorite costume for the Scarlet Spider. It's simple, but I thought it was awesome. And I just like the cover here where he's facing off against Venom. So that was a little 4-part series right there. Got all 4 parts of that. Believe it or not, this Amazing Spider-Man 375 was the first comic book I ever read. I actually got it in a grocery store at Harris Teeter when I was a kid. My grandma bought it for me. I had no idea who Spider-Man was. I had no idea who Venom was. I just saw the cover and thought it looked pretty cool, so I wanted it. And of course, we got another book with Carnage, Carnage Mind Bomb. So that's that group. Let's move on to the next one. Believe it or not, we're almost done. Alright, this next group is all Carnage books. We have Carnage, It's a Wonderful Life, Venom Carnage Alpha, Axis Carnage, Superior Carnage, and Carnage USA. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of Carnage. I don't like the updated look for him, though I like the classic look, his debut look from '93. So, there's a bunch of Carnage books in this group here. Alright, in this group we have Venom Lethal Protector story. I always thought this cover was really cool. Alright, our next group here is a lot of Carnage books. We have Venom Carnage Unleashed. It's a 4-part series. We've got the first 3 here. Or actually 3 of the 4. I have one of them hanging on the wall, and I'll show that to you when we're done with this. I actually have no idea where I got this Spider-Gwen from. I can't remember. And this Carnage book is actually the first 3 issues of his debut collected into one, I guess you say graphic novel, trade paperback, I don't know what you would call it. I can't remember if I had this first or the individual issues first, but I like that cover, man. Then we have Venom versus Carnage. So yeah, more Carnage. Alright, these are the last 3 I have in the protective sleeves. We have the Superior Carnage series. We have Deadpool versus Carnage, which absolutely sucked. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with Carnage's look in this book, but it was absolutely awful. Like I said, I don't like the new updated looks for Carnage. I like his original look. This one was just god awful. Then we have Carnage and Hobgoblin. So now we'll get on to the graphic novels slash trade paperbacks. Alright, this is the start of the graphic novels slash trade paperbacks. Of course, I had to get Maximum Carnage. I actually had all the individual issues of Maximum Carnage. However, they've disappeared. I have no idea what happened to them, so I had to pick up this. It's, some people love the story, some people hate the story. I enjoyed it, man. I really did. Then we have Spider-Man versus Venom, collects their first couple of confrontations. We have Carnage from the Ultimate Spider-Man universe. That was just weird. Then we have the death of Superman. Now, I wasn't into comic books when they actually killed off Superman, but I remember it was such a big deal. It was huge. It was all over the news that Superman was going to die. This issue, I think, was back ordered. It was sold out. People were going nuts for it. Yeah, the death of Superman was a big deal. So, of course, they brought him back. But, yeah. Superman is my favorite superhero of all time, though. So, we've got the death of Superman, World Without a Superman, and the return of Superman, which was one giant cluster muck. So, there's the first group there. And of course we have Bella patiently waiting to run all over the bed. Alright, this next group we have Batman, Death of the Family. That is the Joker holding his face, which he had cut off, and he actually kind of wears it as a mask. It's every bit as creepy and disgusting as it sounds. A Death in the Family where people voted to have Robin brutally killed by the Joker. We have Civil War, which kind of sucked. We have Minimum Carnage, which I was so disappointed in that, honestly. Then we've got Injustice, year 1, 2, and 3. I thought it was a cool idea for Injustice. You know, what if Superman was pushed over the edge and just, you know, decided to declare martial law, rule with an iron fist? Never really got into the games, but these comics were awesome. They did make an animated Injustice movie, and unfortunately it sucked. But the books are awesome. I still have to finish the rest of them. Alright, this next group here, we have Carnage Family Feud, Carnage USA, and we have The Avengers, the Ultimate Character Guide. Believe it or not, one of my coworkers gave me this years and years ago. I don't know why I didn't want it anymore, but he gave it to me, so I still have it. Alright, up next we have Batman Nightfall. So where Bane broke Batman's back, and he was kind of out of commission for a while. I always thought that suit was badass. I always liked that suit. The Azrael suit. Yeah, Batman Nightfall. And last but not least, I said I had some hanging on the wall here. This is the first full appearance of Carnage, and I know there's a glare, the sunlight's coming through, so I apologize for that. But I've got that framed and on display. This is one of the covers for the Carnage Unleashed. I always like that cover. I actually want to get that in a canvas print, man. That cover is so awesome, just ripping the Venom symbiote right off of Eddie Brock. And this is Web of Carnage, where the Carnage symbiote infected Ben Reilly, the clone Spider-Man. So yeah, that is it. That is my small but humble comic book collection. As you can see, a lot of books with Carnage in it. As I said, I'm a huge Carnage fan. Even got him on the mouse pad down here. Don't judge me. But yeah, that is it. Hope you enjoyed this look at my comic book collection, and I will see you on the next video. Y'all take care.